to bed without, I'm not going to end my day without coming on here. And because I've committed to being here, I'm committed to aromatherapy as a lifestyle everywhere, not just in my world, but on Facebook too. And so there's just a real quick question I wanted to bring up today, which I get asked from time to time, which is, why when I use oils, my nose starts to run? And that's been an objection to actually using oils on and around the body, because several people, actually quite a few people, don't like the fact that when they use oils, their nose starts to run. So they automatically think they're allergic to it. That's not even close to being the case. And in fact, that's something that I teach. I can teach you in the number of programs that I have, where this is not, you're not really allergic to these oils. But that said, the reason why your nose starts to run if you're using oils, or when you're using oils, is a good sign that there's some congestion in your body. And a lot of oils have mucolytics in them, which means it helps to thin up the congestion, break up the congestion. So even though you may not be aware of it, maybe you walk through a cloud of dust at some point, and the allergens or the pollen or whatever, the dust, led to some congestion where your body was holding on to it. Maybe you didn't sneeze right away, or you didn't have a full reaction, but there's still congestion. And that's all that is your body, the oils are responding appropriately. The body's responding appropriately because oils contain these mucolytic chemicals in them. Not every one of them do. Some of them are just anti-inflammatory, antioxidant stimulating, but that would be the reason why, because you're using an oil that has a mucolytic property to it, possibly even a diuretic property. So it varies from oil to oil, but that would be the answer, because it's supposed to do that. It's a sign that your body was holding on to something, and that's good news, that your body responded so efficiently to the oil that you're using, and you didn't even realize you had something going on. That's why, because you weren't aware of what was going on in the body, and your body just naturally responded in an efficient way in order to help purge what it didn't need. That's detoxing at its finest. So basically, essential oils are, on every level, some form of detoxification. And depending on where your body's hanging on to toxins or allergens or what have you, those oils are going to stimulate the release, and they will be released in the most efficient way possible. And oftentimes it's a runny nose, sometimes it becomes a headache, sometimes you get a rash, sometimes you get an upset stomach, sometimes it affects your bowels, meaning you might actually get constipated, which there's an oil for that too. But that's a whole nother conversation. But that's why when we start using oils as a lifestyle on a daily basis, you're going to see your body naturally purge itself in the most efficient of ways. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you have any questions, please comment. You're also welcome to message me privately if that's what you feel like doing, if it's easier. So I'm going to leave you with that. Have a beautiful evening. Yes, it's short and sweet, but I thought that was a really fun thing to bring up, because it's so much. I find it very interesting to see how easily our body responds and how quickly we are to go, there's a problem. No problems at all. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And until tomorrow, remember, there's no problem. Your body and oils are synchronizing and working for the greater good. And that would be you. Take care. Have a great evening.